First of all, we've got our savory sloppy joes, and I think one of the things that we love about making, this dish is that it's so simple. It's like, just kind of throw it all in there, and then you've got your meal. So what goes into your particular recipe?
Well, we're going to start with lean ground pork, which we've already browned. It takes about 10 minutes to brown. You want to break up the bigger pieces with your spatula. Make sure that it's cooked all the way through. It's ground meat, so you have to cook it well done.
Right.
Usually ground pork comes from the shoulder area, but if it's labeled lean, it's as lean as other ground meats that are also labeled lean. So, so it's very flavorful, holds its moisture nice and juicy. We've also sauteed some onion and some garlic and tossed in a little bit of celery. So we just basically browned that up and sauteed those veggies, and now we're going to add in some pre-made pasta sauce.
Okay.
So just the whole can.
I wore white for the occasion.
This is why I wear an apron.
Good choice.
I'm messy in the kitchen. Stir that up. We're going to also add in some red wine vinegar, and we've combined it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So that's going to give it a little bit of a zip. And then we've got some creamed honey as well. Now, normally you would maybe use brown sugar in this dish to give it the sweetness, but we're going to use some creamed honey today just for kicks.
So this is a bee-made honey, of course, and it's a Canadian farming co-op. There's about 300 Canadian farmers that are involved in that. And I guess one of the things that I wanted to know is there's liquid honey, there's creamed honey. I guess this is a better choice if you don't really want to add anything like more liquid to the dish.
Well, the creamed honey is going to melt in there anyways. It's just, it's just a nice change, I guess, if you want to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, because you got the option.
And then we've got some oregano that we're going to toss in as well. And then last but not least, we're going to add in our peppers. And we put those in last just so that they hold their color a little bit more when you start simmering this.
And of course, these are Peak of the Market green peppers.
So basically, you stir that all up, put a lid on, and let it simmer on low heat for about 10 minutes. And then you end up with this finished sloppy joe mix.
All
and
right.
It's been around for so long. Like, I remember eating sloppy joes as a kid. And
it's kind of like the quintessential
very
kid.
Popular.
Right.
And you can sneak some veggies into it. It's super easy to make. And then when you go to serve it, you can serve it over some nice crusty buns, and there's lots of options available, or maybe some thicker slices of bread, like a toasted.
Yeah.
And you can also serve a side salad with it for a complete meal.
I was even thinking like pasta. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah,
that
you could serve it over pasta for sure.
Whatever your carb of choice is, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you want to do.
And then at the very end, just season with a little bit of salt and pepper according to taste, and it's done. And it's a great make-ahead dish too. You can freeze it.
I was going to say, does it freeze?
It does freeze.
All right,
absolutely.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to investigate this whole sweet savory thing and have a little taste here. But I also wanted to let you know that when we come back, because we're doing 3 recipes tonight, we've got this Jamaican pork stew. It's a beauty. You want to stick around here on Great Taste of Manitoba. Don't go anywhere.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture and Resource Development through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership.